Well, thank you for that coaster. Also, we're live.
I wonder if we could make like an entire park out of coasters.
Yep.
I don't know. People keep telling me when I tell them that I've lost my marbles.
I always wanted to play that one. Anyway. Hello and welcome to this evening's stream of space games. It's the theme we're going with because we didn't play enough of them earlier this year. We just didn't. It's just true. We're doing a double...
We didn't have enough space in our schedule.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I regret everything. But I don't regret that we're going to be playing Kaosmos this evening, first up. This is going to be a doubleheader evening. So first off, we're going to play Kaosmos by Kane Klinko? Glanko? Sorry, Kane. But this is a tile placement game where you're like racing. There's a timer, which makes me very happy. It gives me a chance against Steve, but only a slim chance because he is a master at tile placement games. But he has crippling analysis paralysis. So this game is like, I might have a chance.
Steve Kryptonite.
Yeah. But it's from Gigameek, I think. It's a French company. And it's also sponsored. So this stream is sponsored by Gigameek. Thank you very much for providing this copy of Kaosmos for us to play. For all the people at home to see.
Also, I guess the spelling is important because there is an entirely different game named Kaosmos with the CH, right?
Yes, it's very different. That's the wrong button. Also, Nervenstein wants Steve's tea on her now, which is awkward, to say the least.
This is from I got it at the Kennedy Space Center.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it is a NASA shirt or just
it is a NASA shirt. Mm-hmm.
But sometimes people accuse me of being a SpaceX junkie, and I'm like, no, this is for the original people that want to go to Mars, not the fancy corporate upstarts.
Yeah, that is the NASA Mars logo. Yep. There we go. Also, for those curious, the doubleheader this evening, the second game this evening, will be John Corbett. Designed by Daniel Solis and published by Renegade Games. I almost said Play Renegade because that's their Twitter. But that'll be the stream, the second stream we do this evening, which will take place after Kaosmos and also, incidentally, after we eat. So
Capture complete.
So yeah. Twitch is saying you're offline. Twitch is lying.
Twitch.
Did I break my Twitch? I might have broken the Twitch streaming.
I don't have my phone. I can't check it.
Mm-hmm. Twitch is lying. I was trying to do a thing to see if I could do a thing.
You might have done a different thing.
And I might have done a different thing, which was disconnect the Twitch from Restream. Which would not have helped. There's a 3-minute video on Twitch of like this stream. So confused. I did break a thing apparently.
But not my heart?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Give me time.
There's still time.
So it's just, it started without the stream even really going. Of this stream. Interesting. Huh. Mm-hmm. It says it's live for me. I am looking at myself with a phone. So, yeah, that's weird. Twitch says I'm live for me.
It says I'm live. It says you're live, but you're playing for 0 viewers.
Yes. No one's watching, but we're live. That's just kind of like our thing, so it's fine.
Oh, now it jumped up to 5 viewers. Okay.
Whoa, spikes. There we go. Okay. It's playing ads now? Ugh. I don't know what to do.
Twitch. Okay, well, we are apparently broadcasting.
I just realized that this is a cran raspberry LaCroix. but I pulled it out of the polar ice box. And now I'm very confused. Anyway.
That's what we call product placement.
Yeah. We're gonna play Kaosmos. Oh. We're gonna play Kaosmos. So let's get into it. 8 ads. 8 ads?
No, 8 viewers.
Oh, 8 viewers.
Yeah, 8 ads, that would be
awful.
That's longer than some of our short streams.
Alright. Hey, John! And now Angela's over there. So, Kaosmos it's for 2 to 6 players, and the concept is you're trying to build and optimize your own personal galaxy within 1 minute.
God.
It's not a very good, like, premise, like, thematically, but it doesn't need to be, because it's cute and it's fun.
We've got 7 whole days, it's fine.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so what you're going to do is there are a bunch of tiles that you'll punch out from punch boards, and then each of them has 4 quadrants. You're going to take all of those and you're going to put that in the massive purple bag. This is a very large purple bag, and it's a weird texture that I hate, but that's just because I don't like crushed velvet.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh god, I hate putting my hands in this bag right now. Sometimes I can deal with it, but like right now it's the worst for me. I'm gonna have to sew a new bag for this.
Yeah,
I'm fine. Don't make the noise. Don't make it rub against itself. I hate that.
I'm fine with crushed velvet, but for me, the nails on the chalkboard is just literal nails on a chalkboard. I feel like that's pretty standard. Like nails on a chalkboard for me is nails on a chalkboard. Crushed velvet, I'm fine with.
Then there are 6 player boards. They're isonical. There's just give every player 1. It's important that it is someplace kind of like where it won't get bumped in the chaos that is this game. It's not like super grabby, rushed.
Well, we've only played it with 2 players.
But, yeah. And then there are 3 planets of the different planet types, and you're going to put those somewhere in the center where everybody can reach. And then there are tokens, like meeple things, and you're going to give each player 1 of every type of token. So they're going to get a star, and then they're going to get an orange disc, a blue disc, and a green disc, and you might notice that the discs correspond to the planet types. So basically it's like we are creating our own little galaxies, and we'll get points for the different types of habitable planets we put in each galaxy. Or in our galaxies. And the Instapot's done. Then there is a deck of cards, and they included a tuck box in the game. Jeez, Instapot. It's just going.
It's backing up.
This is my first time playing a game that had a tuck box for the cards inside of it. It's pretty slick. Yeah. But the cards are the round counters, and they modify different scoring conditions every round. So there's quite a number of them. How many of them are there exactly? There's 20. And they also have some promo ones as well, which I believe we have mixed in here. But you're only actually going to need 5. So you just get 5, keep them face down, and then just put the rest back in the handy-dandy tuck box. And there you go.
Some of them are pretty decent sci-fi jokes. I don't know how
many. They're like most of them are decent.
Yeah, I don't know how many we'll have in our game, but we'll see.
Yeah. And then that's everything. Oh, and the timer, and then that's everything you need from the box, so the box can go away.
Did we figure out how long the timer was?
It's a minute.
It was a minute?
It said we timed it.
Well, yeah.
And it says in the rules
I couldn't
it's
remember.
A minute. Okay. So then each player, whoop, my scoreboard's out of frame. Each player is going to put their discs kind of like in the no man's space, and the star there as well. So there's that. We're going to put the timer someplace where it won't be bumped. And then the round cards and then the planets need to be within reach of every player. So what's going to happen is it's a tile drafting game. So we are going to play 5 rounds, and every round we're each building our own galaxy. Hey, Mom Gamer! So what did Joe say? So crushed velvet is like evil ASMR. Yes, it is. That's exactly what it is. Okay. So
yeah, place your drinks
far away. Yeah.
Not in the middle of the play area.
This is super fancy. So what's gonna happen is we're each gonna draw 9 tiles from the bag. Okay, I don't know how many I have. And this is our starting hand, and then we're gonna draft. I need 1 more.
This is reminding me of Puzzle Strike, which we played all weekend.
We did play a lot of Puzzle Strike. We almost streamed Puzzle Strike tonight. Maybe that'll be a bonus stream. But I was like, no, we have to do Gen Con releases. We can't do this game that came out literally 6 years ago. Actually, Puzzle Strike came out 8 years ago.
Oh, wow. It keeps getting new versions or new editions. But yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay,
so once you have, every player has 9, you can just put the rest to the side. Then you're going to draft. So, you're going to pick 3 tiles each time, and then you're going to put the tiles that you pick down, and then you're going to pass. And that means the last 3 that you get, you don't get to look at. You just put them in your pile. Then, I'm just going to, as an example, so then, actually, let's just, like, do a full round as a teaching example, because it's so simple.
And then we'll do these for the actual round.
Yeah, so what you're trying to do with these titles is you're going to build each of us is going to build a 3x3 galaxy, and the way that the tiles line up will create adjacent groupings of like planets and also asteroid belts. There's like asteroids chaining through them, and we'll get points for that. But the point scale is, what would you call the point scale?
Like it's
not
weighted,
exponential. It's
no,
weighted.
but it's like it's weighted.
Yeah.
It's weighted higher the more types of.
Wow, there's a lot of people in here.
Also, in the deck or in the stacks or whatever you'd call it, the green planets are more prevalent. The blue are in the middle, and the orange are the least common.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Crazy dog. Don't know what dog that was. We know like most of the dog barks.
Yeah, it didn't
of
sound
the dogs
like
in the neighborhood.
Didn't
that
sound
did
like
not,
a teddy bark.
Yeah, it didn't sound like a neighbor dog. Sorry about that. The dogs can sense us. All right, are you?
Yeah,
did you? I picked 3. Did you pick 3 yet? Pick 3. Pick 3. Oh wow, I need a Sudafed.
I need a suit of armor.
I caught Steve's head cold, but only like minorly. Yes, you fell exactly into my trap. Yep. Yep. Wait, you... Oh, I didn't pick one more. I was like, wait, you had 4? I was gonna blame it on you.
So quick. So
right,
quick to jump to blame.
Don't look!
Oh. Cheating already.
Cheating already.
Does someone have a time? Let's see, that's what? 13 minutes in.
This is by the Fuse and Flatline designer who does real-time games. I didn't even realize that.
What was that game you said that someone said that I cheated on ages ago? Was it Terraforming Mars?
It was Terraforming Mars. We did a stream of Terraforming Mars 2 years ago, and someone recently watched it and left a comment about how Steve cheated. And it took us 30 minutes to notice in the game, apparently. But we did notice, unlike Cumbria, which we didn't notice. Alright. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so what's going to happen is we're going to flip the timer, and then we have a minute to build our galaxies. And then, when the timer is done, we can't... If anybody has unbuilt tiles, you have to take them, put them face down, shuffle them, and then randomly put them into your galaxy. Once we have both built a galaxy, we are going to score the galaxy based on groupings of different types of habitats. If during the 1 minute building phase, you feel like you have the most of a specific planet types, like if you have the largest grouping of a specific planet type, you grab the planet and then it's yours, but it's a bet. Basically, if you are correct, you get an additional 3 points, but if you are incorrect, you lose 2 points. So, but you can grab as many as you want, but as soon as you grab one, you're done. You can no longer build in your galaxy. Which is like, I feel it's not as brutal as like the gambling and like Ticket to Ride. When you're like, I'm gonna gamble and take tickets, but I have no trains left. All right, like, you ready? It's super brutal. You ready? Yeah, I'm ready. And build. There's also a bonus for building the longest asteroid belt. which is like the thing that I spend so many hours of my sleeping time trying to figure out how I could do better. So there's that.
Do better, Tiffany.
Do better. Just do better. Should be. I just really want to include that. I feel like you just okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay.
No.
Just let go. We're both done. It's fine. We've played this a few times, so we're like,
oh, sorry.
we're very fast.
Last time we played a game with a timer
there's a variant. No, there's a variant in this where if one person finishes, if the one person finishes first, they grab the timer and then they start counting down from 10 and everybody has until they finish counting.
No, I was just thinking, last time we played a game with a timer, Curio, whenever you interact with the timer, you flip it. So in my mind, I was just like, oh.
Flip it! Okay.
Flip the timer.
Alright, can you scoot yours up a little? You're not that out of frame. Okay, so then we're going to score our galaxies. So for the asteroids divide the galaxy clusters. So I have all adjacent, like connected. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orange planets. And according to this chart, that gets me 5 points for orange. Yay! And then for green, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that one will get me 3 points. And then I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which will get me another 3 points. And then I have this one, which only is 2, which doesn't give me any points. Like, you have to have a lot of green planets. However, I have 2 blue planets just there by the lonesomes, and that is enough to get me 2 points in blue. So that is my planetary scoring. Then I hedged that I had more green than Steve, which I turns out did, which is great. So I'm going to get an additional 3 points in green. 1, 2, 3. And then I score my asteroids, and that is the tile. So
oh, I forgot about that.
The length of my longest asteroid belt, think longest road and Ticket to Ride, is how long it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles. And 6 tiles will get me 2 points. And that one I advance the star. And that is scoring moi. Now, if we were to score Steve...
we'll do same order. So I have 5 oranges also, and I had a 6, but I should have connected it. But 5 gets me the same number of points, which is 5 points. Blue, I have a group of 3, and 2 groups of 1. So each group of 3 gets me 2 points, so I'm at 4. And then greens, I just have this group of 5, which gets me 1 point. Then asteroids, I have 3, 3, and 3, none of which gets me any points for asteroids.
Yep.
But I did successfully guess that I had the most blue, barely, by 3. I was counting that as 4.
Oh.
So
close.
Yeah, it was close. But that gets me an additional 3 points.
So you go. So that's the orange. Oh, and I did it again. I forgot to put one of these out.
I said we weren't doing it for the. I was like, we'll do a teach round, and then next round we'll do that. I thought you were intentionally doing.
No, I wasn't. We'll just take one out. So normally, when you do a round, you would have one of these in play always. But for the first round, I just entirely forgot, so we won't worry about that.
Well, you said teaching round. I assumed we were just going to start over in this round.
No, this counts. This counts.
It says teaching round.
It's just so easy. It's just the one that you just play. So Angela asked, how many sides need to match for legal tile placement? It doesn't matter. Like, you can place them literally however you want. What you care about is your grouping.
And they need to not be blocked by asteroids, and of course you can't do offset like that.
They can be blocked by asteroids.
No, to match. I mean...
Oh, yes. Yeah. The groupings have to be adjacent.
Yeah, so it's like these half squares. You need them to not be blocked by asteroids.
Oh, yeah. The top of my scoreboard is cut off. I'm in a tight place.
Yeah, I know. It's like learning game. You know, if I were ahead, I'd be like, no, this is the game.
Okay. So we're gonna play 4 more rounds of that, right? It's super fast. We're gonna play 4 more rounds of that, but the trick is at the end of the game, fine, we can restart.
I'm just being salty.
Yep. At the end of the game, let's say the situation's like this. You actually only score for the planet type that you have the least of. So if this was my score at the end of the game, and even if, like, you max out at 30, right? So it doesn't matter if I would really have, like, 45 orange. Doesn't matter. All that I care about is my lowest scoring planet type. So I would take what my lowest scoring planet type is and add it to my asteroid score, and that would be my final score. Mm-hmm. So this would be 13 plus 8, so I would have 21 points, and that would be my final score at the end of the game. So yeah.
Meanwhile, if this were the end game for me, I would have 1 point.
I can't remember. Oh, I can just rescore myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3, and then I got another 3 because I have another 6.
I know Brian said your most least. Who designed this? Nitsia. And it's like, yeah, it does remind me of Nitsia scoring, but
which I like.
It's like a frantic game with that sort of style of scoring. You can't let anybody fall on the floor.
Okay, we ready? We're actually gonna do it. It's happy hour, yo! Woohoo! Every card is a sci-fi space dream. Is that copyright? Okay.
YouTube, if you flag me.
Points scored from zone bonus tokens are doubled, both positive and negative. So that means these are doubled, both positively and negatively. This round.
I used to be able to play that on the trumpet.
The alien dude? That's awkward.
The Cantina song from Star Wars.
So there's more than enough tiles because this game supports 6 players that for 2 players you can actually just draw another 9 tiles out of the bag without shuffling, which I find much easier.
It's easier. It will
it affects probability.
It totally affects probability.
But at 2 player, I don't mind it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying we're playing against the rules.
With versus without replacement.
Yes. You are supposed to put all the tiles back in the bag and mix them up. But mixing tiles in that bag is awful, in my opinion. Mostly from a texture perspective. So I refuse to do so. Really don't like the touch of that. What other game do we have that has crushed velvet bags?
It's not Puzzle Strike, is it?
No. Yes, but theirs are not that kind of crushed. Theirs are the cheap ones where it's crushed velvet on the outside, but the inside is not the crushed velvet texture.
There was a crazy one of those round things, which was every time you draft, you're actually drafting for your opponent.
Oh yeah, so maybe we'll get that one.
Basically, the first 6 tiles you pick were going to your opponent, and then that last round where you're picking 3 to go away and 3 to keep. The 3 that you pick to go away are actually coming to you. It's weird.
It's weird.
You end up picking you're drafting for them, but also in a way for you in the last drafting round. Oh, this
wow!
I drafted already.
I had a plan and it's just not gonna work.
Yeah, I mean, I love it when a plan comes together. I don't know about you.
If a plan would come together, that'd be great, but it's not going to.
One interesting thing when you're drafting. You can think about the configuration of asteroids on the tiles or the configuration of the planets.
Crushed velvet or velour? I don't know. What is that texture? It's awful. What is the name of that texture?
Awful. I mean, I'm just thinking.
I just can't even. I'm like getting chills trying to think of how to describe it.
What would be the Home Depot paint name that would correspond to that texture?
We've been painting our house.
Because there are just always so many... Like, what if they named textures the same way they do paint?
Alright, we're ready. And go! See? Timers. Timers are Steve's nemesis, and I love it.
It's just, I can't even.
You can't. It's true. Because I won't let you... Oh my goodness. Excuse me, sir. Can't even figure out rotational physics right now.
Is it really physics?
I mean, physics is involved. I don't understand why you would say it's not. Oh my goodness. Shit. It does have to be square when you're done. It has to be a 3x3. Yep, which is like the hardest part for me because I want to make the asteroid amazing. And
it ran out.
Okay, well, I didn't see when, so.
I think I finished just as it was running out.
Mm-hmm. Convenient.
I have a chicken.
I have a tree, a fish, and like an octopod.
I have a kitty, an elephant, a chicken, a lion, and a
toilet. It's a toilet.
But with like the back is straight. It's like a chair back on the toilet.
It's like a European style. All right. So I have a 2 orange right there, which is 2 points. And then I have no other orange, which makes me sad. And then for blue, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 4 points. And then I have 2 right there, which is another 2 points. And then that's it for scoring for blue. And then for green, I have 2 over there, don't do anything. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for green, which is just 1 point. And then I had 5 blue, which I was banking on having the most of.
Which you do.
Which I do, which means I get double, so I get 6 points for blue.
Oh, I forgot about that. Timers. I can't. Timers are my nemesis.
It's the best.
Okay, so then for me, I have a 5 green, which is 1 point, and I have a 4 green, which is 1 point, and then I have a 4 orange, which is 5 points. And then blue, I have a 4. 1, 2, and then I have a 2, which is 2 more points. And then asteroids, I did not connect any. I was trying to do asteroid connections, and then I realized most of my tiles didn't work for it, so then I was scrambling at the end of the round.
And that's not wrong. Oh, asteroid belt. Sorry, I forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well done.
So I still just get 2 points. Alright, and then the next round we are doing constellation. Whoa. There's a panda. Each constellation zone earns 1 point with your star token, regardless of its size.
Whoa. So I would have gotten 5 points, and you would have gotten 3.
Yeah, so now we want constellations for stars. That's amazing.
All right, I think we can do one more round without putting stuff back in the bag. Because if it has enough for 6, yeah, it should have. Or if it has enough for 6 players. Yeah. So I really need constellations because I don't have any star points right now.
That's a panda. Yeah, there's a panda and a bunny.
Panda and a bunny. And a fish.
Oh my.
This should just be 9 tiles.
Goodness.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, that was rough for you. What?
Do you not have any constellations? Because I don't have any constellations. These are awful tiles.
I think I want. Wow, they are bad.
What are you doing?
There were a lot of constellations in there.
Okay. Alright, you ready?
Nope.
Too bad. Timer is his nemesis. Nemesis. At first I thought the whole point was to like make the biggest of a specific section, but really you want to make mini sections of a specific tile type because you get more points that way. So it could be tempting to just like go crazy and make a giant like green section.
But you'll cap out at a certain number of points.
Yeah. That doesn't help me at all to add.
Oh, nice. I keep forgetting about grabbing those, which is my fault.
I should have, but I was placing to the last second. All right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One short of getting the max.
Brian says I should take the green. I think
1, 2, 3, 4,
right.
5, 6. Yeah. Which still gets me 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I have 2 size 2 blues. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And then I have 1 size 2 orange. And then asteroid belt. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which is just 2 points. But then I have 4 constellations. No, I have 5 constellations. So I get 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I, not thinking clearly, should have broken up my 17 greens into 2 sections.
You should have.
But I didn't.
The neighbor is having fun with their dog.
But it's not making our dogs bark. They're used to it.
And then you only have 1 constellation?
I have 1
but you gave me 3.
I did.
So confused.
So I have 1 constellation. And then green, I get 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue, I get 3 twice. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4. Orange, I get nothing. And then I do get 2 points for asteroids because I have 8 connected.
Very nice. You were talking about it while building Mega Green. Yeah, about how to divide different sections.
Yeah, I was. I whiffed on that one.
See, it's the timer. It's the timer.
It's really the timer.
Alright. So we can now shuffle the tiles now that they're out of that disgusting bag. The bag is honestly like really nice if you can stand that texture. I just can't stand that texture.
We could use that bag for the junk orbit tiles.
No, we couldn't. There's no reason to have junk orbit tiles in bags.
No, I mean, other than just because you hate the texture. This
I don't
next
have
round,
to be here on stream. I can go quilts or
This
something.
next round's fun thing, Ice Age. Each blue ice zone earns 1 additional point, and the zone is each group. So.
Yep. Nice. So we're probably going for blue planets. Here, show off the little planet art, because the art for the planets is super cute. Hold those up to the thingy. The art on this whole thing is just overproduced adorableness.
And also, one thing I love is, depending on which side of the planet they're on, up is a different direction. Like, it's just so great. Oh,
just
and
throw
then, of
it
course,
down by
and
the mic. That's
they're mirrored,
the best part.
mirrored, which is cute. And then here's the deserty planet, which has pyramids.
Cool. All right, I'm not gonna put them back in the bag because I hate it.
3, 6, 9.
Brian is trying to give you good advice.
Okay, time to start playing better. I can completely fail to win by a much smaller margin. Yes. Really, I only need to catch up to,
the star.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
This hand.
Wow.
Wow.
Who shuffled these?
Right? Oh my goodness.
Here, Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. I want that one instead. Wow! Alright then. This is gonna be one of those games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yup.
Oh. It's cool, it's cool.
You know, maybe my score,
You have enough blue planets. You don't need more. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Too bad, we're going. Ugh, still have that song stuck in my head. Just is fine. I like this song, but. Okay. Is anybody else here watch that show with that character? That's helpful. I'm trying to think. We're almost out of time. Oh God.
Oh shoot.
And time. You have to stop. You have to stop. You have to randomly do it.
I'm just doing this to show off this rule.
Yeah. So he didn't finish in time, so he has to take all of his tiles
at this orientation
and randomly shuffle them and flip them.
This orientation, this one at this orientation.
Yep.
Great.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 3, and then.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets me 3 points.
3.
This green is 3, so that gets me 1 point. This green is 4, so that also gets me 1 point. And then blue, I have it's 2, so I get 2 points. And then that's 1, that's 0 points. Then that's 3, so I get 1, 2 points. And then orange, I get nothing. Asteroids, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which gets me 2 more points. And then my blue ice zones, I have 3. So I get 3 more points.
I didn't take any planets because I was still placing when the time was running out. Alright, last round. It's the last round. I'm gonna beat Steve. It's the last round. Alright, randomly pick 9. From there, too, if you want. What's the last one?
The last card, Black Hole. 2 of your tiles must be placed face down. These are empty spaces in your galaxy. If you forget to do this before the timer runs out, your left neighbor chooses which 2 tiles are flipped over.
That's awful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
See you, Angela. Ah! Thanks for swinging by. And go. Black hole. I shouldn't help you, but black hole. Hey, no. Hey, no.
Oh, I think time ran out. Okay.
Alright. Whew. Alright, yeah, you should have taken green by a lot.
Oh, I forgot. I need a sticky note that says take the planet.
Okay, which could mean so many things depending on the context. Okay.
Oh, I didn't want to flip that one over.
Sand timers! Sand timers! They're the only thing that gives me a chance. If you are feeling bad for Steve right now for my attitude towards his placement, just go and watch the Scrabia like stream. It's fine. And then you'll understand. Just go watch that. Because he is a tile placement master, and I have zero pity
I
for
should have
him.
been reading chat. Brian, I'm sorry if I had just been reading chat.
Oh, okay.
I would have been reminded. Sand timers. Just...
What is the one game the two you like the most out of the gym games you got? That is a conversation. Hang on, let's score this really fast. 3 green for 1.
3 orange gets
1,
me
2, 3, 4, 5,
points.
6. Blue, which gets me 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Blue, I get nothing.
4.
Green, I have
Orange, which gets me 5.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4,
6 gets
5.
me 1, 2, 3.
And then
5.
oh, I barely got him. I got both though.
4 gets me
So I get
1.
another 3. 1, 2, 3, and I get
And then
another
asteroids, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ichi, it's okay.
Which gets me 2 points.
I only have size 3, so I get 0 asteroid points. But
Right, final score.
so my lowest is green, which is 22.
7 and 12 is 19.
So I'll be adding 22 to 13. So
I don't know, we may need to do the math on this one.
So that would be 35. Yeah. Final score is 35 to 19.
So what is interesting,
Sand timers!
as frustrating as the sand timers are for me, it means, one, there would be room for me to improve in the sense of like picking tiles to draft and remembering to do stuff, because remembering to do stuff is hard. The other fun thing is this probably would be miserable for Tiffany if there wasn't a 1-minute sand timer and I was meticulously optimizing
Yes.
my board.
I do enjoy this game because there's a sand timer, and if there was no sand timer, it would not be in this house any longer. But we've only played a 2-player, and it's 2 to 6 players, and I honestly don't think that adding more players would detract from it. I think it would add to this chaos. I think that it would scale very well. If you were playing with the full 6-player count, that means that you would have to be shuffling the tiles every round, which is why they have that handy dandy bag. So it's like a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think also what's interesting and I guess unique about 2-player is you will get your hand back.
Like your physical hand?
No,
I
you'll
hope. That bag is gross.
Of the 9 tiles, you'll send 6 to your opponent, and you'll get 3 of those back. So you can kind of plan ahead a bit in the sense that I know I'm going to get these tiles back. In 3 or more players, you will never see that initial hand again.
Yeah.
So the drafting would be slightly different. It seems like it would scale well, and it seems like these bonuses would impact your score a lot more. For example, if one player was consistently getting them,
yes,
it would have, it could affect their score a lot. Also, the bet is probably riskier. Like, if I just grabbed one of these blind, there's a chance I could win it, but you would definitely need to, count the other people. Like, it would be a much riskier bet if there are more people, so that might make this even more fun, where, someone will reach for it and go, oh, no! The other thing, did you mention that when you take one, you have to be done with your placement?
I did, yes.
So that also would probably make it riskier with more players, because you would, to get those 3 points, you're, rushing way fast to try to grab it. But
King
you
Domino!
also need to have the largest. So I think that'd be a lot of fun.
King Domino is fun in our house, but we have to goad Steve into finishing his turns. So yeah.
King Domino also...
And usually he'll have a queue of tiles that he has to place still.
Yeah. Well,
it's really bad.
In King Domino, because you are drafting this round for the tiles you'll place next round, I can pre-place in my head enough.
Which is why its tails takes longer.
No, that speeds it up.
Well, no, but yes and no, because you still are sitting there hemming and hawing over what tile you're going to draft.
Right, but by the time I take my meeple off of it, I pretty much know where it's going to go. So that means the placement step is not slowed down.
But the selecting, drafting step is still long.
And that could be one reason why maybe we didn't enjoy Queen Domino as much, because King Domino already plays a little slow between us for some reason, and Queen Domino just added so much more rules and things to keep track of that for us it slowed it down. Maybe for other people who play it super quickly, it didn't detract. But
that was Kaosmos, designed by King Klinko, I think that's how you say your last name, and published by Gigamic. But yeah, it's real time. It's like drafting plus real time placement. It's fun. He's apparently the same designer that did Fuse and something else.
Jasmine asked if it's one of the better real time games.
I don't know. We don't play a ton of real time because a lot of real time games that are at 2-player tend to be more co-op. So we don't play them because I don't tend to play co-op.
One thing also is that because we both like drafting games and we like tile placement games, this is adding real time to like games we already kind of like. Like, for example, if it was a real time Pandemic style co-op, you would probably not be as thrilled about the element of real time because you're already not super into that type of game.
Yes, but this is good. I would see trying to play it with more players. I could see the simplicity of teaching it to a large group of people. It's straightforward. It does what it says on the box rather well, and the art is super adorable and engaging. So it's one of those ones where I feel like if the box speaks to you and the idea of tile placement, real-time tile placement, for 2 to 6 players interests you, then take a chance on it. Or see if you can find somebody to play it. The fact that it does play 2 to 6 and it plays that player count well is, I think, very interesting. We don't have a lot of games that can do 2 to 6 players well in our house. And most of the ones that we do are asynchronous, like this one. There's not a lot of downtime. There's basically no downtime because of the timer, right, between turns. You're not waiting on somebody to take a turn, which makes it work for higher player counts. So, yeah.
I'd say also the real-time adds to the game. In the sense that it's not overdone. Like, the drafting is not real time. If the drafting were real time, I would probably want to check it out a window. Like, the real time is just like a specific segment of the game that is placing your stuff, and your incentive for placing it fast is you can grab one of the bet tiles before other people.
Yeah.
Like, it makes that more exciting and fun.
And in the advanced variant, like I said, if you finish first, you can grab the timer, and then people have until you count to 10 to finish. So you can be even meaner.
Yeah.
So if Steve's really AP going, like, I could be mean. You don't even use the timer.
Reminds me of the passive-aggressive timer in Codenames. Yeah.
Yep. So that is Kaosmos. Thank you again to this publisher, for sponsoring this stream by providing this copy of this game for us, which was fun to play. It was very cute. Yeah. Everybody always asks this. They used to. I guess it was Angela, or is it Kabuki that used to ask if it would stay in the collection? It was Kabuki, wasn't it? Where's Kabuki? Kabuki's not here. Anyway, that's one of my favorite questions, so I'm going to answer it. So, is this game going to stick around in the collection? I think the answer is no. Mostly because while we do enjoy playing it, it doesn't do anything insanely new or interesting for us personally. But at the same point, I definitely am tempted to keep it in our family game day library because it is something that is very eye-catching and family-friendly. It would work with a variety of player counts. It says 10 plus on the box, so you could play this with an 8-year-old, no problem. So out of I feel like this is a good family game. I feel like this is a game that works really well at the player counts on the box. It's just one that we personally wouldn't play frequently, but if we had 3 friends randomly show up right now, I have the brain power and will to play this. So, yeah. Yeah,
I would say if we were reliably playing games at a 3 to 4 player count, especially with more casual people, this would be a great filler game or a game to play a bunch of times in a row.
Yeah.
But because we're only playing it at 2 player, it doesn't have the, like you said, it doesn't do some of the things that some of the other games that are specifically 2 player and specifically drafting that we sometimes like better.
Yeah, but it's still a good game.
Yep.
I would still happily play it if somebody wanted me to teach it to them while I was at a convention and they were also at the convention. I would do it. and I might stick around and play because it's quick and I
Yep.
enjoy it. So yeah, so there you go. Blah. Mom Gamer asked previously, what is the one game you liked the most out of the Gen Con games you got? We got so many. That's such a tough question because so many games that we get for different reasons. And then there's like, well, when do you technically call it Gen Con? It's not great. But I would say that Ticket to Ride New York, which we technically got right before Gen Con, but it was a Gen Con release. Ticket to Ride New York is up there.
You have played the snot out of Guns Shown Clever.
But that's not out yet. That's not anywhere. That is not in America yet.
Right. Okay. Well, there you go.
I was pleasantly surprised by Spirits of the Wild. I'm like looking through my play history to see what we've played the most. I really did enjoy Newton and Symphony No. 9. Symphony No. 9 was like a very nice surprise, but that's not that's technically an SN release.
Coimbra was also...
That's Origins.
Coimbra was Origins?
Or Coimbra was Origins, yeah.
Oh, right, because we got it and I played it at Origins. I'm mixing up Origins and Gen Con.
Yeah.
It's
tough because there's so many. Kashgar was Gen Con. Love Kashgar. Love Newton.
Mm-hmm.
Really liked Symphony No. 9, but that's technically still not out.
I was gonna say Junk Orbit, but Junk Orbit was in Origins. Although I think it was limited at Origins.
I mean, yeah, but when do you draw the line?
I know.
That's the problem. Because there's a whole wave of games that were Gen Con releases that are actually not hitting stores until the 19th of September. So, yeah. Like, the new Downforce Circuit maps will be in September. The Dinosaur Tea Party will be in September. I like Dinosaur Tea Party. It's silly. We were going to play it tonight, but we didn't have enough people to come over and make silly British accents, which is probably a good thing, because I'm still recovering from the cold Steve got me.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Get Packing was your silly Gen Con game.
I love Get Packing so much! But if you pull it out, I'm gonna play it. You know that's the next stream now. This is a stupid game. This is every show where there's not a Steve to stop me, I find and purchase like the stupidest fun game for me. And for Essen it was Sunny Day, which by the way is fabulous. I love Sunny Day. I will do all of the things for Sunny Day when it hits the US. But for Gen Con this year, that game was Get Packing for me, which is about packing plastic vacation items into a suitcase, and whoever can do it the fastest gains a point.
I hate this
and the
game.
first person to 3 points wins. And this game is so stupid.
It reminds me of a
silly,
less fiddly or fold it.
and I love it. It's
Or
so
like fiddly
good.
in a different way. You're fiddling, but it's not folding.
Would you consider making the top 10 games of 2018 by the end of the year? No. I made my top whatever of 2017, I think in like March or something, which is on my channel someplace. My patrons have access to that. It's just me making bread and talking for an hour. It's edited and it takes still an hour.
I mean, it won't. If you do make a list, it won't be 10.
Yeah, no, it won't be 10.
It'll be some other number.
I never make top 10
I
lists.
was logging my plays for part of the year so I could go back and remember what I played, and I stopped because I don't know. After playing a game, I don't like taking a couple minutes to enter scores. For some reason, that was like throwing me off, but it's a bummer because I did like seeing what I played. So Tiffany will know more about our play history than I will by the end of the year. Because we play so many games, it can be easy to forget.
Do you know how many games we've played this year?
How many unique games? It's over 100, right?
Mm-hmm. So, we don't look. So this year...
And cheating.
We have played we have played 179 unique games. And we have played 364 times.
Wow.
Yeah. Our most played game, my most played game, by far, Welcome to. And I don't log any of the demo games that I play of Welcome to. Like, it shows when I was working for Deepwater. Like, legit, me playing Welcome to, like, the end for fun is 19 plays, which is a lot for me. My next is Unpublished Prototype. That's just a bunch of playtests of, like, a variety of games. And then I have The Mind 13 times. And then I have Jaipur, because I love Jaipur for life. And then I have Star Realms. Then I have Charterstone.
Oh, yeah.
Majesty for the Realm. Love that game. Reef. I'm not sure I actually like Reef that much. Ticket to Ride New York. That, like, zoomed up there really fast. Kokoro, Avenue of the Kodama. Like that. Circle of Wagons. Fuji Flush. Senshi. Curio, Lost Temple. Sagrada. And Ganshon Clever. I haven't actually logged on my Ganshon Clever because I play on the app now. So, yeah. Hidden Gems. Doodle Rush. Love Doodle Rush. Really good. Not a lot of people know it. I've been trying to get people to come over and do a multiplayer stream. We have it sitting right there. We have like a pile of party games that we're going to stream when we have enough friends. We just don't have friends. Silly.
Claim?
Well, yeah, Claim. Everybody knows I love Claim. Claim is amazing.
We played a bunch of Pandemic Legacy Season 1. We're almost done. We're almost done with it.
That doesn't seem like the right number of plays for this year. I feel like we played 4 plays like in the last month. Ilos. I love Ilos. Nobody plays Ilos. We gotta stream that at some point. Gaia Project. Really like that one. Kepler 3042.
Oh, yeah.
Number 9. Everybody knows I love number 9. Dragon's Breath.
Oh, Caper.
Caper. Love Caper. Caper's out. Caper was officially an Origins pre-release and a Gen Con release. It's 2-player. It's fabulous. It's back here on the shelf. Always within reach. Patchwork Express. It's Patchwork. Railroad Ink. I actually really like Railroad Ink too. I like the blue edition more than the red edition, but I do like the red edition still. It hurts your brain in a different way.
I also like the blue edition because it's less destructive. I don't like destroying the things I've meticulously placed in tiles.
Yeah, otherwise, there's nothing else super jumping out at me. Sunflower Valley. I like that one. It was like a small pocket release.
Oh, I liked playing the Expanse board game because we got John and Tony and the two of us to do a 4-player game of that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's the kind of game you want to play with 4 players, and we had a fun group.
It's so crazy to me because I'm like, wait, I only played that once this year? But then I remember that it came out like last year, which means I played it a lot last year. And then I forget what time is, and that's just weird. So yeah.
Time is a flat circle, and it's arbitrary.
Yep. Alright. We're going to make dinner more.
Oh. Mediocre Gamer just started with their family.
Oh.
And they just beat April.
Nice. We are in November.
We stalled out in the mid-year, and then it picked up again. Yeah.
Handel is so hot right now. Handel is so hot right now. I made Steve watch Zoolander, and then we went to Colorado to see my family, and then my brother was doing something and started saying, like, Hansel is so hot. Hansel is so hot right now. And I was like, oh my god. So yeah, anyway. Do you want to play Get Packing?
I would definitely play Get Packing.
Yes! I love this game. Okay. We're gonna stop the stream. Should we play Junk Orbit next or Get Packing?
We can end on Get Packing.
So you don't want to play it right now? In this magic moment, you don't
I mean,
want to play
I'll play it. It'll be fast, and then we can jump into Junk Orbit.
Okay. Junk Orbit's like a little bit more involved. So we're gonna do Get Packing. So I'm gonna shut down the stream and change the stuff, and then we're gonna play Get Packing. I'm not even gonna like update the title. I'm just literally gonna stop the stream long enough that YouTube knows that it's a different video. And then we're gonna update the title up there. Actually, I can split it later. But that's a pain in the butt.
But
I won't do that.
We'll update it in the video, because I know...
I'm gonna update it in the video. Okay. If you're watching live, just hang out in the chat, and we'll be back with Get Packing next, probably in like 2 minutes or something like that. If you're watching in the future and you'd like to see Get Packing, you can find the video on the channel. Also, thank you for sticking around this long and listening to our random ramblings.
Yep. Also, pack up quick. It's time to go!
To the next stream! Hi-ho!